Have you ever opened an Excel sheet and started scrolling around and then noticed, oh, your titles have disappeared? Now you're not quite sure, is this customer ID, order ID, ship date, order date, which one is this? Just because Excel doesn't acknowledge that first row as anything different from the other rows, at least by default, what we can do to get this first row to stick or freeze is here in the ribbon, go to Home, and then the far right, we go under View, and then the second row section here, we go to the right again, and under Freeze Panes, we'll click Freeze Top Row. Now you see there's a medium gray line here that shows where it's frozen. And so now we scroll, and now we see that the titles are sticking. So we know this is the order date, this is the ship date, order ID, customer ID. And in my 20 years of working in Excel, I use this 95, 100%, close to 100% of the time for sheets like this. Occasionally, you want to freeze this first column here. So similarly, you go, we're still under View, and we go to Freeze Panes, and we'll unfreeze the pane. Now we click Freeze First Column. Now we see the medium gray line here, and when we scroll here to the right, we'll see our row ID has stayed in place. It's frozen. And occasionally you need to want to see both the first column and the first row. So that's a bit more customization. So we unfreeze, and now we select this cell here, B2, and we'll go Freeze Panes. And now you'll see the medium gray bar going horizontal here and vertical, and that will freeze both the column and the row. I use this about 70% or 3/4 of the time in the various spreadsheets. And occasionally you might have a weird or project or wacky spreadsheet. I've had this very occasionally, rarely, but it does happen where you want to freeze a bunch of rows and a bunch of columns, and similarly, instead of going here in B2, you can go wherever you need it to be. Here I'm on F17, yeah. And you just go Freeze Panes, and now these will be frozen, these top 16 rows, and these columns will be frozen here. And back in the day, in older versions of Excel, I haven't seen it in 5 or so years, maybe 10 years. This used to be like the default. So when I'd open a lot of Excel sheets, it would default to this spot for some reason, or around here somewhere, and it would be awkward. And that's when these lines were a bit thicker of a gray. It's more obvious that it's frozen, but sometimes it took a second to realize what was going on. So this can help. Yeah, occasionally, and you never know what might come up, but it's good to know that you can basically customize anywhere you want to freeze your columns and rows. I'm Peter Kerbel from Data Science Consultants. We're making complex data simple to use.